I've been asked a lot, how do you become a GOAT in 2026? So there's a couple of ways to do so. Number one, tap into trends. For example, you see me talk about Cloudbot. On TikTok, guys, literally like on YouTube, I'm getting maybe like 1 or 2 viewers per video. On TikTok, I'm getting like 1,000 viewers right away, guys. Why? Because I'm tapping into trends. So number one, trends. Number two, make sure you have the right tools. So when I say tools, I mean literally tools. I'm using Freedom Fusion automations, basically little shortcuts that run on your iPhone, and those automations are invoked by Cloudbot. Cloudbot reaches out to my iPhone and tells me exactly what to execute. Cloudbot finds my competitors, gets the viral angles, creates the viral script, and sends it over to my CapCut teleprompter to pop up, and all of that happens with the automation. So this way, when I wake up in the morning, I get already right away Cloudbot uh, like literally cooked up this automation for me. It executes on my phone. I can either queue it up and execute it later, like 15 minutes later or throughout the day. I could pick that option, and Cloudbot is going to know that I'm putting that task on hold. And this is a beautiful thing because you control your own schedule. So to become a GOAT, number one, you need to be able to snipe other people's content confidently. And when you become that feudal lord, the GOAT, you're going to be effortlessly traversing through high cardinality, heterogeneous, modern day world, digital marketing complexities, and all sorts of other um, solutions. It's going to be just so much easier for you. But the only way it's going to happen is if you take intelligent information from highly trending topics and mix them together. So what Cloudbot does for us, it scans what makes sense. It scans the competitors, comes back into an iPhone, and boom, I just go ahead and I create content while I'm in the city, while I'm on the go, and I already know what to say, how to say it, and it comes out extremely intelligent without any kind of cringe or anything like that. So, of course, guys, some of you be like, yo, hello, N8I. So, guys, look, thank you guys for jumping in. My name is Ron Wells. I'm going super fast, and a lot of moms over 40 been asking me, how do you become a GOAT? And guys, look, the only way you could become a GOAT, once again, is if you snipe other people's content, if you tap into trends, and if you represent your point of view in terms of value. I know it's not the most kind of like, it sounds so generic, but I'm gonna go ahead and give an example of what I'm doing and how I became a GOAT in a community of over 30,000 people. And literally because I was using that word so much that, believe it or not, there's already a movie that came out, like a cartoon called GOAT. The first time that happened, where a big company like picks the word that I'm using and builds something out of it, is not the first time. This is already multiple times been happening with my talent agency. First time it happened in 2024 when a $1 billion company named Pepsi loved our marketing so much that they created a drink called Freedom Fusion Mountain Dew Special Edition in 2024. Once it came out, I didn't really know what to think. I didn't really think of like, oh, am I the GOAT? Am I not the GOAT? I found that really strange that a $1 billion company just makes a drink after my talent agency's name and calls it Freedom Fusion. I was so blown away by that. I knew something was going on. I knew there's some sort of skill that I had that I just needed to level the skill up further and to show it to the regular people. So it's not just $1 billion companies who are noticing my marketing, but also regular people. So one of the things that makes it possible for you to become the GOAT is the following. I'm going to give you an example for how you could immediately get to that level quickly and outgun pretty much almost anybody that you come across and quickly become the GOAT. I don't think I need to explain the reasoning why you need to become the GOAT, but once you become the GOAT, you will know it, guys. You will know it right away. So rule number one, every morning you're going to be sniping other creators. You're going to be finding on TikTok, you're going to be scrolling on TikTok, you're going to be sniping them. Do this manually initially for a few days, few weeks, snipe somebody's content, and then what you're going to do, you're going to summarize that content. Initially do it manually, then later on I'll show you how to do this automatically. But once you do that, you're gonna find somebody who's very, very intelligent, who's just literally describing the tea. For example, I found today in the morning one of the guys who was describing ways for how to like what to do before you install CloudBot. 10 things of what you got to do before you install CloudBot. So guys, what's going on? Right now I'm just trying to get some food. I was thinking about getting apple pie. I don't know, like I literally just got back from the city trying to get an apple pie. So guys, look, the second thing that wow, I got some more folks over here. Thank you guys for allocating a little bit of your time. Woohoo. So I bet so this is, yeah, I mean, a lot of people were asking like how to become a goat. I'm like, first of all, go watch that movie called The Goat. You're gonna love that cartoon. You're gonna watch it. If you haven't watched it, guys, definitely take a look. That's number one homework for you guys. Number two, if you still haven't watched Predators, Badlands, go ahead and watch that. And number three, go ahead and watch this Night of the Seven Kingdoms, or whatever the latest TV show based on Game of Thrones is. Go ahead and watch that. This is the reason why you want to be doing that. This is the reason why you want to watch those shows. Number one, you can't become a goat if you're a disconnected entity. If you're just sitting like a process prisoner, creating solutions on your own, not really socializing. The only way you're going to be able to connect with other people is if you pick 3 popular things that are happening now, or 3 or 4. One of them could be, for example, CloudBot, obviously popular. Second thing could be, I don't know, Stranger Things, or whatever is happening, or maybe like this Night of the Seven Kingdoms. But the bottom line is you go and watch it. Meaning you don't just sitting there constantly developing, I don't know, some bots or anything like that. That's not gonna make you a goat. What's gonna make you a goat is if you go and watch a couple of those TV shows, and then you're gonna have that fresh thinking about all of those TV shows. You're gonna watch like a bunch of cartoons like GOAT. You're gonna watch the Night of the Seven Kingdoms. You're gonna watch Stranger Things, and all of a sudden you could literally infuse this into your conversations. And when you do that, you're using contrast and comparison method to explain what exactly you're doing, and from your point of view. Maybe you're building a brand, maybe leveraging CloudBot while building that brand. But in the process of doing that, you're throwing in some keywords relevant to Stranger Things, and including some of those templates from CapCut about Stranger Things with a bunch of hooks from Stranger Things. So guys, I know it sounds annoying, and I know it's not the most, and you see I love Stranger Things. Yeah, guys, I'm sure you guys seen some of the content that I already showed about Stranger Things, with Mike kind of sitting in a car with another kid and just opening up like a little scroll and saying, hey, I have something to show you. Did you guys see that? This template alone got us over 400, like, no, not 400,000, over 100,000 views. And this was the most stupidest thing I ever done. We're just literally opening up CapCut, picking a Stranger Things template, and infusing Mike in there with this other kid, and then showing a bunch of dog content right after that. So boom. But obviously that wasn't the only thing that I had to do in order to get the threads viral. It was literally like a combination of things. I had to jump into multiple threads accounts and repost my thread multiple times until it just got picked up by threads and started being circulated, and all of a sudden it goes viral. Now, people don't talk about things like that. People just tell you, go ahead and create content, you're gonna be okay. But to become a GOAT, guys, you need to be doing things like this, what I just described. So I saw it 10 times. Oh yeah, absolutely, guys. You see, out of a sudden we're talking. Like, now let me go ahead and like put the nail in a coffin. If you don't talk about things like Stranger Things, and you don't watch TV shows or anything like that, then out of a sudden nobody makes even not a single comment in your life. And then guess what the social algorithm is gonna do? It's gonna be like, meh, I don't think I'm gonna send anybody to this life. This life is boring. I'm not gonna do anything. And then you're in this isolation mode where you're just thinking that you building something colossal, thinking you're a GOAT. But in reality, you're getting just isolated with every single algorithm that comes out, every single skill that you discovered that you thought it was cool, but in reality it wasn't really cool at all, other than you just being kind of out of a sudden isolated and getting cooked. So like obviously this is the reason why I always say, look, if you want to become a goat, go ahead and like there's no shame if you go and watch Stranger Things. There's no shame if you go watch like the Night of the Seven Kingdoms. There's no shame if you go watch Upshaws or any other kind of comedians. There's no shame in any of that, guys. Like I want you to spend more time on this and then come back on the channel, on this channel, so this way you could talk and share your experiences in this channel. When I go live, you'll be like, yo, I watch Stranger Things, here's what I learned. Yo, this is fire, and I like this perspective of becoming a GOAT. This is the way how you're gonna become the GOAT. Now, a lot of people say, no, you need to be like really technical. You need to be, to become a GOAT, you need to be 100% super like bright type of person. No, guys, absolutely not. What you need to be first is social type of person. Do we need to show your face? Absolutely not. You don't need to show your face, guys. You could literally be in a car. Like this entire channel is 100% faceless. Maybe there was some 1% of me showing jacks and bunch of cats and dogs, and you're gonna see some of that content. But 99% of the cases you want to be like completely faceless. Now why is that? Because number one, in future there's going to be no point of showing face, because everything's going to be just AI driven. It's already becoming AI driven. Hold on a sec, guys, I gotta get some, I'm getting cooked. I need to go ahead and get some milkshake or something. So let me see what they got over here. Let's see, they got a milkshake. Man, I think I want to get that Oreo, guys. What do you guys think I should get? You think I should get the Oreo thing or something else?
Hello, welcome to McDonald's in the mobile app 3.
No mobile app, but
Okay, can I take your order?
yeah, can I please get an apple pie and Oreo black and white milkshake?
Sorry, you said 2 apple pie?
Just 1 apple pie, please.
Anything else?
Oreo black and white.
I can hear you, sir.
Oreo milkshake.
We don't have the Oreo. We have the vanilla, strawberry, and chocolate shake. You can add Oreo.
Yeah, okay. Can I get a vanilla one?
What size?
Medium.
Medium vanilla shake with Oreo?
Yep.
And a 1 apple pie, right?
Yep.
Anything else?
That's it.
Next peanut, thank you.
Thank you. I bet. Now that I got some apple pie, like literally, guys, today was one of those craziest days. While I was in a train, before I went to the city. I was experimenting like with a new algorithm that I came up with. I'm gonna talk about it quickly, but I don't want to bore you guys with it. But like basically what I did is I went to the city. I literally just got from the sauna. I got back from the sauna, guys. Every time I go to the city, I definitely go to the gym. I go to the sauna and I eat really healthy food, like organic, everything organic, guys. You can't be playing around. To become a GOAT, you can't be just eating junk food. But then again, I know I'm getting some junk food at the end of the day. So, but throughout the day, I was doing lots of organic food, beets, all sorts of vegetables, and then after that, I would go to the like obviously before I eat any kind of food, guys. Before I eat any kind of organic food, I hop on a train. When I'm on a train, there's certain activities that you got to do to become a GOAT. Activity number 1, you're gonna be thread sniping people. Yeah, so, but be careful when you start thread sniping people, and like here's essentially when you're on a train, there is going to be limited amount of signal. And I know this may not apply to everybody. Not everybody is on a train and going to the city and whatnot. But look, just pretend you substitute the word train for something else. Maybe you, I don't know, driving around and doing things, but just pretend you have some sort of activity going on. So while I'm on a train, like the number 1 activity that I do is threads stacking. Meaning, like Threads algorithm became insane, guys. There's this new feature called Dear Algo. Before, you used to be like a process prisoner trying to figure it out, like, oh my God, like anytime you try to sell anything, like you just can't sell anything. You know, I'm like, man, what the hell is that? How come I can't make any sales? That was the first thing, for the first 2 years I was trying to figure out this problem. How come I can't make any sales? And the reason why that was the case was simply because Threads was just, and not just Threads, but all of the socials, they didn't have the right algorithm. Meaning if you're becoming a GOAT, guys, there's no way in hell that you're going to be like only being in a single box of a singular algorithm. Your brain is going to be so fast that you're going to want to be in multiple parts of like the life cycle throughout your business, whatever the business that you're building, whether it's one business or another. Yeah.
Yeah, medium banana shake. Oh, bueno, bonita.
Yep.
7:39.
Oh, 7:39. Okay, hold on a sec. Oh damn, I gotta whip out my credit card. And I don't know if I have it. Oh, I gotta have the credit card. So, all right. So basically, like to make the story short, guys. Look, when you become a goat, you cannot just operate by the standard of a single social media platform where you got to do this one thing or another thing. So the reason why, like, you may have all the characteristics of being a goat right now, but because you're so smart, you're above what social platform algorithms can provide to you until now, until Threads came out with this algorithm called Dear Algo. Now, pay close attention to that. If you want to be a goat, you got to pay close attention to this. Like, literally, you have no chance of becoming a goat, guys, if you're not paying attention to this. So, look, here's what Threads, like, literally, guys, if I had to judge, if I had to rate what Threads, and of course, you guys already know what is Threads, it's by Meta. What Threads did recently, if I had to judge, if I had to rate on a scale from 1 to 10, what Threads did with their algorithm in comparison to what Cloudbot is, oh my God, I would give 10 out of 10 to Threads, even bigger value than Cloudbot. Now, guys, hold on a sec, I gotta get up. Yeah, thank you. So, guys, if you want to become a goat, there's nobody, like, if you're gonna go to any other channel, you'll never even hear that word, Dear Algo. This is the reason why in this channel, guys, because once in a while, I drop crazy things like this, and then you discover this, and you be like, "Oh my God, this guy is like a genius! Holy smokes!" Now, why do I call myself a genius? There's a thin line between being a borderline genius and a nutcase. Guys, there's a really thin line, and you don't want to be like you don't want to be crossing that line. To become a goat, you gotta have that balance between being a genius and, well, I don't want to say that word, but you guys know what I mean, like a nutcase. You gotta have a very good balance. But let me go ahead and describe to you like why it matters, and I'm gonna also describe to you the Dear Algo algorithm. And once you understand that algorithm, you're gonna come back to me. You're gonna be like, man, this thing changed my life. And I'm gonna be like, can I get some commission out of this? That's exactly what's gonna happen to you. Like, a lot of people say, well, why is it better than Cloudbot? You mentioned it's better than Cloudbot. Like, why? Guys, you see, if you were in my shoes, because like maybe some of you you're not in my shoes, but maybe some of you are in your shoes. Like, ask yourself, before I even describe the reason why, ask yourself, did you have a problem for the past 2 years where no matter what you try to do on social media, you just can't make any sales for anything you try to do? If you answered yes, then you have to say you have the same problem that I had for 2 years. If you answered no, or if you answered, you know what, I never really tried to sell anything, then this is not it's not going to be as impactful for you. But for me, the latest algorithm that Thread introduced, this Dear Algo, is just, oh my God, like literally it just wiped out all the digital marketers out of the water. Because before, I'll be reaching out to a bunch of digital marketers and I'll be like, yo, how come I can't make any sales? And they'll be like, oh, your positioning is missing, or you don't have clarity. And I'm like, what the hell is that? Can you give me an example? And for the longest time, I couldn't get a single example out of anybody. So I'm like, I bet, look, I'm not gonna be wasting any time kind of listening to some of the generic terminologies of clarity, positioning, like forget about all that. Now, with Threads, with Dear Algo, all you gotta say, and this is my present for you guys, this is my present for you, and this is the reason why you staying so patient and being part of this workshop. All you gotta do, guys, is say, Dear Algo, and I'm gonna give you example, guys. On Threads, you're gonna hit a plus button and you're gonna write Dear Algo, and then you're gonna say, and obviously I'm gonna tell you like my example. I'm seeking bougie boss moms over 40 that are not represented by the talent agency, seeking to grow their brands and get connected with pet UGC creators who can deliver results for your brand. Boom, just one message like that. Now, some of you will say, well, holy smokes, that is a very so what you're saying, this dear algo is smart enough to figure it out, like how to adjust your feed and feed the right people to you without you having to even worry about any kind of positioning or clarity or anything like that. Well, guys, positioning, yes, you still gotta have a fire funnel, you still gotta build that no matter what. But for positioning, which was the biggest problem for me, absolutely, you no longer have to rely on those digital marketers who'll be like, yo, you're missing positioning. I'm like, dude, like, what the hell is that? That doesn't make any sense to me. To me, the borderline G is the GOAT. It doesn't make any sense. Give me an example. And I wasn't getting that example for the longest time until Threads finally came out with a deer algo. Guys, this is beyond just a typical use of, hey, you know, let me go ahead and turn on meta ad to get more leads. This is a T. This is a missing T. Can I make a fan art for you? Oh, we got, okay, guys, that's really deep. Yeah, I mean, fan art, you know, I never thought about it. My wife, she's actually working on novella. But yeah, guys, I appreciate any kind of fan art, you know. That's one thing, guys. If you want to become a GOAT, you got to give presents. You got to give presents to the people you enjoy listening to. So this is actually like, I learned this from one of my digital tailors. She made insane amount of money already in 2026. She already finalized all her goals. I was lucky to have her as my mentor. She like I can't even, it's bigger than a GOAT, guys. So there's a GOAT definition and there's something bigger than a GOAT. So anyway, guys, look, at the end of the day, guys, look, at the end of the day, I want you to become that GOAT. At least try to become one. I'm drinking that milkshake. Yum. That milkshake is buzzing. That milkshake, guys, is buzzing. I hope you guys know what the word buzzing is, but if not, definitely look it up. It's pretty good. I mean, oh my God. Wow. Absolutely love it, guys. Absolutely love the milkshake. Ooh. Wow, incredible. Amazing milkshake, guys. Amazing. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get going, but hopefully that was plenty of tips for you for how to become a GOAT. And I'll see you next time. Take care. Sheesh. That milkshake is so lit that I gotta drink it, that I gotta say goodbye to my subscribers. Sheesh. That's too lit. This milkshake is buzzing. Damn. Anyway, to become a GOAT, you gotta be a good person. That's number one criteria. Number two, you just gotta do it. You just go for it. If you don't take risk, you don't drink champagne. That's the idea. I'll see you guys.